Sometimes we need to disagree with someone and firmly assert an opposing view. But if you find yourself regularly getting into arguments and frequently feeling defensive or angry, then changing this pattern will be hugely helpful for your own health and well-being, as well as improving your relationships with others. In the midst of an argument, we may sometimes get so worked up that we completely lose sight of the original point and can only think of making the other person see we're right, regardless of whether we actually are or not. Getting angry is like pouring concrete into your mind. You become rigid, fixed, closed to new ideas, and unable to see the broader context. Think for a moment about how walkie-talkies work. They can transmit information, and they can receive information. When people are arguing, it's as if both people are set to transmit. In fact, this is a key difference between an argument and a discussion. Arguers don't listen. They don't receive. Both are totally focused on trying to get their own point across, and neither picks up the other's signals. So it's no wonder that arguing tends to induce anger. People get angry when they feel they're not being listened to. That, in turn, brings on defensiveness, which then stops us from effectively conveying our message. If we really want to be heard and understood, we need to relax and let go of the need to be seen as being in the right all of the time. We need to start listening as well as speaking. Some people may get a temporary buzz from the adrenaline that's released during an intense argument, but then there's a crash afterwards because of things said in the heat of the moment that you come to bitterly regret. And remember, frequent anger is a strong predictor of heart attack, in some studies on a par with smoking and poor diet, so staying calm and cool-headed is going to pay you major health dividends. When we give up having to always be right and allow other people the right to hold their own views and opinions, it becomes much easier to engage in a healthy way and recognize areas where you can agree or at least agree to disagree on certain points. It would be a rather boring world if we all perceived life exactly the same way. People will feel more connected to you and willing to cooperate with you when you can make at least some agreement statements, such as, "I can see where you're coming from," or "I hear what you're saying." Ask questions, listen to the answers, and learn the art of avoiding argument even when you may not agree. Life is like a mirror, and it's said that you get back what you give out. You reap what you sow. As you begin to act respectfully towards others, you'll gain respect back. When you take the time to understand another's point of view, they're more likely to take the time to understand yours.